Hey guys, so it's now the second week of my 20-week prep, so it's week 19, and this morning it's Monday. Today is leg day or glute day, lower body, everything lower body, and I'm always super excited on Mondays to get cracking for the week, and just like, you know, the intention for the week is really good. And I've got up, done my steps, come back, did a bit of client work, had breakfast, made my Instagram post, had a really amazing client transformation today. She's just been with me for 3 weeks, cabin crew girl, and she's lost 3 kilos, so super big win at the beginning of the week. Super happy for that. Always celebrating the small bits from my clients as well, because you know, every day is a challenge when you are trying something new, starting a new diet, you know, measuring your food. It can all get a bit much, but super happy to see that win come through. And so now I've fixed up my hair, put a bit of makeup on. I'm wearing my Athlera set, which I love because it's super nice for glutes, because my glutes are not my strongest point, which is a bit crazy because I'm doing bikini, but I love these shorts because they actually make me look like I have glutes. I'm expecting now, I've been in the off season for like about 3 years, so I think I would have made a lot more progress than I did in my pro debut. And my training has changed a lot, my intensity, everything. Like, I've learned so much. So today we go to kill the glutes, and I'm just about to have my pre-workout, which is 3 rice cakes and a banana, which is great because that's a lot of good carbs and sugars before my training. Then I'll come back and have Cocoa Pops and a shake, and then it'll be followed by my meal 4, I think. Yeah, breakfast, post-workout, pre-workout, post-workout, and then meal 4. Yeah, that's it. So I have 6 meals a day. So I like to train straight after after my breakfast. Actually, it's about maybe 2 hours after breakfast, and then I have that little pre-workout rice cakes and banana to fuel my workout. So it's just enough. If I leave my training too late in the day, I get sort of tired. I feel bloated, I get heavy. I don't like training in the afternoon, so I really try to get it done, you know, before 12 or between 12 and 2. That's kind of like my time slot. So I do a bit of work in the morning on my laptop, go to training, and then I come back and do the rest of the work, and then chill for the evening with Josh. So I'm about to pack my gym bag. I'm just going to check on my program, even though it's been the same for almost 3 years, just what equipment I need so I don't take any unnecessary things in my bag. So let me check. Checking up Jake. My program is on my WhatsApp from my coach, which has always been there. And I just go to documents and it's already in here. So my program is set out for me, and obviously the weights reps, the rep range is set out, but when I do the weights, I control the weights. So say a difference for my clients is that I would give them a recommended weight because a lot of them are beginners, and then we go from there. But with my training, it's all up to me to increase the weights, and you know, but as we do, because when you have like an athlete program, you should already know like how to do the weights for yourself. So Monday today, I've got 9 exercises, which I don't know why I had to count that because I knew that already. So the adductors, seated hamstring, leg extension, hack squat, leg press, standing hip abduction, lying hamstring curls, hip thrust, standing calf raise. So I'm a bit cheeky, naughty sometimes. I tend to skip the calves, so there'll be no skipping calves. I already do have genetically good calves, but it's going to really help me with my physique as well. I also need to pay attention to the standing hip abduction cables, because that's really going to help me with my upper glute, which is something that doesn't tend to grow very much. So I've got like wide glutes, but they're not sitting very high. And then hip thrust, glute drive, I really need to pay special attention to those. Everything I will pay special attention to, but I'm just really trying to make sure I use these next 19 weeks to just put as much emphasis on my glutes as possible. So yeah, and in other news, I also booked a posing session today with Mani. She's an Olympian, bikini Olympian, so she's also one of Jake's clients, and I've been watching her progress over the last few years, and she's amazing. So I'm looking forward to the first session with her on Thursday. Super nervous because I haven't really had much posing practice in the past. I have before my pro show, but admittedly on my fault, I did not do it early enough. So I think I did it like 4 weeks out, 6 weeks out, which was terrible. So this time I'm going to be super prepared and practice, and you know, invest the money into it as well. So here we go with the gym backpacking. our gym accessory closet. And it has all of my gym accessories plus some high heels, posing shoes. We came to Dubai with I came with 30 kilos, so hardly anything. So I left Dubai after 12 years, went traveling for a year, went home to see my parents, and then came back, but I couldn't bring all of my stuff. So we had some things in storage, but I had to kind of just accumulate everything else. So we've got the fit bands. These are great for booty activation and also for using on the thrust. I'm going to take these bands today. These are the long bands, which I use for the reverse hyper. Then I've got my belt. This was actually given to me by a follower, Arabic guy. He sent it to me when he watched my stories and he realized that I didn't have a belt, and he said that I should be using a belt because it's quite dangerous. So already I have in my bag, but lifting straps from Red's Fitness, which I just got, still have the packaging. I've got a scrunchie in case I need to tie my hair up. I usually like to train with my hair down. I just don't like how I look with my hair tied up. I've got some hair oil, which sometimes I just put on my body because my skin gets quite dry. Got a little bit of makeup in case I need to cover something up in the gym. Got my water bottle, which I usually put my pre-workout in here. And so we're going to take the belt today. I'm going to mix my pre-workout later. Towel always because I'm sweating so much, especially on a leg day. Lifting straps. I'm going to take the long bands. I don't think I have that on my program today, but I'll take it just in case. Leave those here to minimize space. I've got hack squat today. So hack squat is really tough on my knees, probably because I'm old. I'm 39, so these are actually new knee sleeves. I haven't tried them on yet, so I'm going to try them and see how they go. They are longer than what I'm used to, so it's going to be interesting to see how they feel. I've also got my Slim Tum waist trainer. I'll probably put that on during the workout. I hate wearing things around my waist and feeling restricted, but it is good to keep my core tight. It's not for losing weight, it's not for getting skinny, it's just for holding your muscles into place and extra support. So I'll throw that in. This is going to be for the hip thrust, so usually what I do is pop it around my legs just so that I can get glute activation. I might even try it on the reverse hack squat because I've seen a couple of other IFBB pros using it on the hack squat, so that might be good. So I'll chuck those in. I need these for the hack squat and sometimes Bulgarian split squats because when you get a little bit older, your knees and your cartilage, it's just worn down, like overuse, especially if you're an athlete, cabin crew, from bending down in the galleys all the time. That's actually another reason why I left the cabin crew job, because I felt my knees were always squatting in the galley, like literally to grab something every day, like down, take it out of the cupboard, give it to the customer, kneel to the customer. So you're using your knees so much. So let me try these on. So the trick with knee sleeves is that you want to fold them first. So don't ever just try to put them on like so. You need to fold them down and turn them sort of in half. And then you hover on your leg, lift it to halfway. Oh my god, these are going to be so bad on my nails. It's really hard to do it with nails on. So feels pretty good. How does it look? Trying on the knee sleeves. Feels a bit tight, to be honest, so I hope it's going to be okay. It's also really hard to do it with long pointy nails and I don't want to break them. One more thing I'm missing. My ankle straps. So those are for the kickbacks, and I'm going to make sure I do the kickbacks first. It's not really recommended to do the kickbacks first, but I tend to, either the gym's really busy and I'm so exhausted at the last exercise, which is basically one of the last exercises, that I tend to skip it because either the cables are busy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight in and do these first because it's something that is really important for my particular physique. So it's going to be bay before anything else. So if you have the same issue as me with not a lot of upper glute, I recommend that anything that you really need more of, try to do it first so that you get it done and out of the way. Okay, so I got my pre-workout meal here. I've got my pre-workout and creatine ready to go. My vitamins, I forgot to take them after my breakfast, so I think I will take them now with these rice cakes. And I'm going to chop the banana and put it on top. And that's it. I've got my water bottle for training, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. session. It was amazing. What a way to start a Monday. I think I did like 800 calories or something, which is like a record for me. And I had an amazing personal best on the hack squat. I got new knee sleeves and it gave me sort of like the confidence to, I guess, push a bit further. And I ended up getting 10 reps at 100 kilos. And even though I feel like could be a bit of a phony win because this hack squat is a little bit easy, I'll take it. And then hopefully just keep increasing from there. So now I know that I can do it. It just makes it that much better that, I can start a little heavier now and just push towards it. So obviously I'm not going to try for 110 next week or something, but I will just, see if I can just keep it consistent and get, the same amount of reps, if not more, at 100 kilos as I go on. So super stoked for that. And, I've done all my steps for the day. I've actually done more than 10,000 now, which is, a bit crazy because that like never happens. So I don't know what's gotten into me, but I am like superhuman today. So I'm going to go home to have my, Cocoa Pops. Making my post-workout Cocoa Pops. It's going to be 50 grams of cereal and 25 grams of Cytec vegan protein. 26. Have to be exact because one day when you're not exact, it will all add up. A 5-liter bottle of water. It saves the environment.